Don't change your job just because you don't like your boss or you can't handle your client. That is the worst reason to change your job. Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of Coaching Tips with me, Coach Prashant, where we discuss actual real world situations, challenges related to leadership and management, actual situations from my coaching sessions, which I'm sharing with you. Of course, names changed. In this coaching episodes, I'll be sharing my almost 20 years of experience as an entrepreneur, as a master facilitator, as a corporate executive, and as an executive coach. The focus always is to give you the visibility, recognition, and growth that you deserve. The focus of today's episode is on a topic which many of us would be familiar with: managing a tough client or a tough boss. Adil, in one of my sessions, seemed quite angry, and he said, "Prashant, I've got the worst boss in the world that you can imagine. I mean, if there was a Guinness Book of World Record for worst bosses, mine would win hands down." And the same sentiment was echoed by Kim, a senior vice president in a Korean company that I'm doing a coaching project in. And he said that my client, one of my main vendors, is very, very tough with me. And generally, Kim is a very mild-mannered person. And for him to say all those strong things about his client, which means he must have felt very strongly about it. In both the cases, in Adil's case and in Kim's case, tough clients or tough bosses are at play. And this is something that I have seen pan out many times in all my years as a corporate. And for people like Adil and Kim and so many others who come to me frustrated that they just can't deal with their boss, they can't deal with a client, I'm going to change my job, I'm going to leave my business, I'm going to go out and do something else. I always tell them the same thing, right? Don't change your job just because you don't like your boss or you can't handle your client. That is the worst reason to change your job, right? There is no guarantee that the next job or the next gig is going to be any better. In fact, use this current opportunity to manage your boss, your client, your leadership. And if you are able to do that, you will find yourself being able to manage so many of life's situations. I gave both Adil and Kim 2 tips to handle their tough clients and tough bosses, which I'll share with you. Number 1, good communication always helps. And number 2, don't fall for groupthink. I'll explain those 2 tips to you very quickly. Number 1, good communication. I always say that if a problem cannot be solved by good communication, almost always it could have been prevented by it. Good communication is the key to building empowered human relationships. With good communication, we actually learn to find out what is it that the other person wants. We are able to give them what they want. We are able to satisfy their needs. Many times what happens is that our leaders, our clients, our bosses have some expectations from us, but those expectations are mismatched because we are not on the same page. Good communication helps us to do that. So I urged both Kim and Adil as well to not to run away from situations, not to shy away from that tough situation. Instead, reach out to your stakeholders and ask them, what can I do for you? What can I do to make things better? One of the things I've spoken about earlier is to substitute why with what. What can we do to make things better? And the second, don't succumb to groupthink. Don't fall for what other people say. Sometimes, we talk to our friends, we talk to our colleagues, we talk to other people, and, we kind of sometimes bitch about other people, or we just say, bad things about our stakeholders. At that time, we feel good, but then it doesn't have any medium or long-term impact because those people can't help us. I urged both Adil and Kim to form their own opinions about their bosses and their clients. What sort of a person is your stakeholder? What is their personality style? And once you have their attention, you can start engaging with them more. So, 2 things. First of all, good communication. And second, form your own opinions, understand the personality style of your stakeholder and deal with it. Either way, withdrawing from the situation, just keeping quiet at that point, feeling frustrated is not the solution. Talking about it, communicating, engaging with your stakeholders is always the solution. Both Kim and Adil have heard me out. Both have started practicing frameworks that we have discussed during our coaching related to the two tips which I gave them. Both have come back and shared with me positive results. I'll keep sharing more, friends. I hope you liked what you heard, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and share on the links given below. I would love to hear from you, your experiences of handling difficult people, so feel free to reach out to me. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Take care. Bye.